Okay, so again, we're going to look at Black Scholes Greeks using, in this instance, our code. And you can follow the link to Robert MacDonald, who's Professor of Finance at the Kellogg School of Management. And he has a very good book also that I have used extensively with students and like a lot. And in the original textbook, there was reliance more so on VBA code. But fortunately, a lot of that material was transposed into a package for our derivative markets package. We could take a quick look here at that. So it's a full package, and there's a set of fairly large number of models available here, estimation techniques, and even some impressive graphing as well, which I like a lot. And this is a fabulous tool when used in conjunction with that package is a fabulous package, and I recommend it strongly. And also, of course, I would recommend the textbook as well, just to see that link for the textbook, derivative markets. So, okay, let's go back, take the code in question, just see what it does. But at its very basic, we're going to run the same parameter inputs as before, and then pull up Greek estimates for, I think just for the calls. So let's see. Now I'm going to go into R, and R here is, okay, so I'm going to pause for a second. And I've opened up our studio here, and we're going to create a new R script file, and we can paste in the code that is there. Now, importantly, we need to ensure that the derivative markets is installed, and typically to find that, just go to DER, and we're already being auto-prompted derivative markets. Now, I think it's already installed, but I can install again just for completeness, just so that we can see. It does take a little bit of time, but it's not a package that so big that there's huge amount of data or huge amounts of code that's got to be loaded in. So fortunately, it installs relatively quickly. Okay, and then we can take a look to see, is that package around? Can we see it somewhere? And of course, it's appearing here. And if we come here to the derivative markets and load it into the library, we just park our mouse on that particular line and we run. And you'll notice here that the derivative markets package has been ticked, and that means it's now available. We load in, we can delete out or broom away the existing data. So we don't have any data or parameters. We can now enter that into the global environment. And you can see we get values for the volatility, for the stock price, the exercise, dividend yield is D, in this instance, R is the risk-free rate, the time period is 1 year, and those parameters that we have here are consistent with the ones we've been using so far. And from there, we can just output out the Greeks for the Black Scholes call. And we can, we have delta, gamma, vega, theta, and rho, right? The other parameters are explained in the textbook. So I'm going to stick with the 5 Greeks that we've been using so far. And we can we can select delta and gamma, just single out those two and run. Now, if we look at these parameters here, if I just copy for a moment, and then we go into the spreadsheet to compare with the results we had previously. We can pull that to one side, and perhaps we can paste here, and we can make some preliminary comparisons, and we can see that the values are shared. So it's the same value for delta, gamma, vega, theta is, now this is for per day, where you're dividing by, I think it's maybe 365, and okay, and elasticity. So there is a difference there in terms of the theta. We should try possibly to explain that. Let's go into our studio for a moment and just take a look at the figure that we have. So one way we could make a comparison here, if I just go down below, and we take that value for theta, copy, and we paste, and we could multiply by 365, and we'll just see what output we get, and we get negative 6.414. And if I copy that for a moment, copy, and then go back into Excel, right, just to check, and just paste, we've negative 6.414, which is the same as what we have here. So basically, the output that we have here, we're assuming a 365-day year, and the output for the McDonald derivative markets package is a daily theta. You have to multiply by 365. 360, let's go back and check. You have to multiply by 365 days to bring us back to the annual. Okay, now more good things here. We can do a data table, so we can plot Greeks for calls and puts for 500 different stock prices. And we're going to consider where the exercise, the sigma, the risk-free rate, and T and D are kept static. And then we consider the stock price going from 10 to 200 in steps of 5. And we're going to pull out Greeks for the call and for the put. Okay, so let's just run the sequence code, and we're also going to graph as well. Okay, so we're loading in our data, and we have okay, and we get our output, right? And so basically what we've done is we've loaded in, kept the parameter values as before, but now we're considering different stock prices for both the call and the put, where they range from 10 to 200, going up in steps of 5. And then we re-estimate both the delta, the gamma, the theta, the vega, the rho, and we do that also for the put. And then we graph out, and if we, it's easy to copy this. We can zoom, and we can copy. We can copy the what's here, so we can go into export, and we can save as a PDF or copy to clipboard, and copy plot as a bitmap, and then we can go into Excel if needs be, and paste in our output. So if I go to a new worksheet here, paste, you can see we have done some graphing, and that looks like the time value of a call, and we have the time value of the put option. This is the delta, the gamma, the vega, theta, and rho. And these images that we've generated here using the derivative markets, I've included those. If we want to go back and see how we might have generated those in Excel, if we go back to the Vinegar Hill Labs for a moment, right, in the playlist given here, if you click through the links, you can see how we produce those graphs in Excel. It's a little bit labor intensive. It's not fast, but you do get a lot of intuition. Otherwise, you could have used the RStudio, and the graphs appear virtually instantaneous which is a big plus. And because we can get it in this format and we can export, then we can easily put into a publication, Word document, PDF file, so on.